Alrighty then, good afternoon all you fantastic people, Silver Dragon here, coming at you with a little bit of Foxhole. Going to be doing a relatively quick tutorial here for those that may be starting up the game for the first time. I know there's a lot of people who do try and get into this game, and the base tutorial that they have recently-ish put into the game isn't that useful for figuring out exactly what the hell is going on for what you actually do. Now, to start off, of course, you have your character. It's a top-down view, so you move around. Tab is your inventory. You start off with a hammer or pistol, and that's pretty much it. If you hit Enter and then Tab, you can cycle through the various chat types. On there, T is voice chat. So you can talk locally within about, I'd say from here to my mouse pointer about, and then it starts to fade out after that point. M is the map, of course. Now, starting off, eventually, when you first begin, you'll start off with one town, so will the enemy. The rest will be neutral. In order to capture a town, you need to get building materials. The most basic resource in the game is scrap. That's this stuff right here. So you get there, you go with your hammer, you strike the scrap. About 5 hits with a hammer should do it, I believe. 6 means you have a technology, you've acquired a tech part. You then take that scrap to a refinery, which is the hammer. Let's see if I have a clear picture of one. Here's one right here. You throw them into the building and then convert it. And then you have building materials which you can use to build defenses. You can use them to build vehicles at a vehicle factory, which is this guy right here. But more importantly, in the beginning, you can use it to build a construction vehicle. If I pull out my hammer here and hit B, we can see right here a construction vehicle. Now, this big beast here will also require fuel and building materials, and it is what is used to build up these town halls, such as the lovely little flag right here. So, so the construction vehicle can only be built at your town hall, and then has to be driven to the location, which of course also requires fuel. Any vehicle does require fuel, and then building mats and potentially advanced building mats to construct them. The other resources in the game are, of course, fuel right here, which you can see. We have sulfur, which is turned into explosive mats, or E-mats. We have components, which you require a sledgehammer, which is the third tech of the workshop here. So you use sledgehammer on that. It has a higher chance to drop tech parts. And then you would convert that into the refinery, as usual with the rest of it, to turn it into refined mats, which are used for some of the more advanced building and vehicles. The workshop here is used to get a variety of tools of the trade. Let me actually go take a look at it here, and I can kind of show it off. We probably have it fairly high up right now. So as you're mining scrap or components, you will acquire tech parts. I don't know if there's any here that I can show. Probably not. I don't think they'd be... These are the E-mats there that were converted. Explosive mat. So in order to do anything here, you have to, or to get any equipment from this, you have to place the order. We can see we're at level 3 right now. So all the tech parts can get put into these workshops and submitted, and it will then raise the level up and allow you to get more things. So placing an order, we can see we have unlocked quite a bit here. We have the sledgehammer now, which is tech 3. Light tank kit would be level 4 tech, which would be nice to have. Gas masks and all that kind of stuff. Artillery, I believe, is level 3, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, in order to construct any of this, we can see it costs 75 building materials for this one. This one is a satchel charge, requires 125 of the explosive mats and 100 of the build mats. We would have to have those materials in our actual backpack in order to place that order. Once we have, the clock will tick down, and then we can come back later and pick it up. The other main resources we have are shirts. We can see the shirt factory right here. You take building materials to the shirt factory, you convert them into shirts, and those are what we use to respawn. So you can bring those to the town halls, submit them, and we will be able to then spawn at that location. If we run out of materials, or if we run out of shirts, we can no longer spawn there. A good note as well is if you do get out, say walk out to this area and you want to stay here, make sure to save your spawn point there. I don't think I can do it here because I'm already, it's the town hall, I'm already kind of set up here. But just right click, or E I should say, to access it and set a spawn point. In order to acquire the goods that we then created from either the workshop here or the weapons factory, we have to, it basically, once we've completed it, it'll pack it into a crate. The crates are then taken to the town halls, dropped in here, and then submitted. Once they are submitted, we can just click and build, like, say, the sledgehammer here. Which is a much more efficient one for this. We've actually pretty much won this map here at this point, which is ironic because when we started off, we literally had 3 towns, and they had the rest. And now we've pushed them completely back to almost annihilation, which, frankly speaking, for the server is like pretty much every single time. I swear I'm close to joining the Colonials just to give them a hand there. Anyway, the weapons factory here, looks like we have it up to Tech 2. Not terrible, but not great either. Same thing, we can build revolver, we can build ammo, which will then create the crates. We have a variety of different ammunitions here. It's ironic that you can build... Oh, no, this is field gun ammo. Okay, this is for the big... well, it requires 2 people to move it, but anyway, I digress. There's nothing in here. Nothing in any of the storage boxes, so I can't show off the crates. Anyway, I digress. So when you get to a new town, the first thing you're going to want to do with the construction vehicle is build up the town hall. That will allow us to spawn there once shirts have been brought in. The next thing would be all of these lovely buildings like the refinery, the the hospital, which also needs to, or you can take building materials to get first aid stuff. Pardon me, they all need to be built up. The construction vehicle is used for that. So you would get in it. Basically the way it works is the left side of the vehicle is driving, and then once you park it up in front of a house or whatever you want to build, you switch over to the right side, and then I think it was hit E, hold the right mouse button, and then left click, and it will begin construction. Another good tip for vehicles is you can hit Control 1, 2, whatever, in order to switch seats. Like, let me actually see if I can get over to Stray there and get myself a vehicle. Just in case, though, I'm gonna better get some building materials here so that I can actually build one, just in case they don't happen to have any spare materials there, because that's, like, pretty much every single time that I tend to go there. Alright, let's see if we have any spare sitting around here. No, no, of course not. Why would there be? That's silly. So with the sledgehammer, this is only going to take 3 hits. If it takes more than 3 hits, that means I get a tech part. Nope, nothing so far. So I would say there's what, 4 kind of main roles here, almost, as it were. You got your miners, who will just stick around these kind of areas and just mine for a while. You can listen to some music or, you know, watch a movie. That's what I did. And then you just kind of deposit into the crates, or into the, well, if somebody built a box, that is. At which point the logistics guys, so the ones who are driving around in trucks, will pick it up, convert it at the refinery, and then drive it where it needs to go. Same thing for the crates. Logistics guys will come by and take care of that. You would then have your combat personnel, ones who are just running around shooting people. And, of course, finally, the builders. Now, you don't necessarily, you know, stick to one role. You can do whatever the heck you want, really. But, of course, the main ones that really decide, generally speaking, about success or failure, I should say, is the scrappers / miners and logistics. Those are the 2 that really end up winning this madness. Because combat can help. Definitely, you can get there. You can shoot enemy vehicles with a rifle or anything, and you know, you can really mess them up in that regard. But if you're not mining, if no one is bothering to mine and collect those technology parts, then next thing you know, your enemy has a APC and you're still stuck with like pistols and rifles. And then things kind of go downhill from there. So definitely scrappers and logistics are quite important in this game. And I've spent entire games, literally like 2 hours, just mining. And the amount of building materials that we got from that was just crazy. Alright, I'm going to get rid of all these here. I only need 100 for a vehicle. Let's put away my hammer. Now, unfortunately, because I am really, really way down, it is going to take me a while to actually get over there. I'm in a boat. So somebody managed to get a boat there. I probably won't actually continue this tutorial here for very much longer, honestly, because if I get... what the hell? In order to actually get to Stray to build a vehicle, it's going to take forever anyway. But anyway, basically when you first get one of these captured, more than likely the vehicle bay should be functional. I don't think I've ever really had to build it, that I can recall at least. Cough, cough, don't quote me on that. But once you have 100 building materials and at least, 10 fuel or something like that, you can go to your first vehicle location, build a truck, which requires, of course, just the old hammer. Sledgehammer won't work for building vehicles. You have to use your hammer. And just hammer away at it, throw the fuel in it, hop in and drive away. You can lock your vehicles if you want, or squad lock them if you're in a squad. But the moment you've left there or are leaving the server, by all means, please do unlock the trucks so that other people can actually use it. And so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm trying to think of any other things of note that I can really say. With the construction vehicle, not only can you build town halls, but you can also build these little houses here, or bunkers, I should say. These are FOBs, or forward operating bases. They also act as a spawn point. Same thing as always. Crates can be brought there and disassembled and then reassembled into into whatever you need. Shirts need to be piled up there in order to spawn there, and so on and so forth. Pardon me. One other thing of note that I guess I'll throw in here would be defenses. Let me whip out my hammer. Nope, not that hammer, this hammer. Alright, go into here. So we have, of course, barbed wire. Slows down infantry. Fairly useful. Barracks can be used for forward operations. Up to 5 people can spawn there. So up to 5 people can actually use this as a FOB. Of course, it will still require shirts and everything like that. But it is a little more limited. Then we have your basic chain link fence. This can be upgraded several times. The heavy gate. Please do not build that many gates if you can help it, because the gates and vehicles do not currently work together very well, and we get, logistics guys get really pissed off if you build a shit ton of gates. Believe me there. I felt the pain. Next we have your basic defensive structure, the Foxhole. Now, the Foxhole will not actually, well, you can get inside of it, you can use it as an additional defense, and you can shoot from it. But it also works as an automated defense. Now you can see right here it says no connected tunnel network. Starting from the town hall, let me move there a bit. A certain aura will spread around it. You can't really see it. It's not really something that's visible. But if I try and build this closer, it will say it's now connected via the tunnel network. That will automate this, so that if anybody comes near this foxhole, the AI will automatically attack. You can see right now it's no longer saying that it's not connected to a tunnel network. In order to expand that tunnel network, and say if I wanted this to be automated over here, I need to build a tunnel network. Costs 100 materials, it's a little expensive, takes a while to build, but that helps to extend the range of this. Another good thing is the tower, which is here, the watchtower. If you have a radio equipped, it will show you where the enemies are on the map. Let me see, let me actually ditch my building materials here for a second. Let's go throw in this chest. So the radios are a basic thing you can build in the little workshop right here. Should be right here, top right corner. It costs 60 for 10. Same thing, drop it off in a town hall and you're good to go. I might actually even do that right now, depending on whether or not we have any here. Yeah, I'm going to do that quickly. Hopefully it won't take long, and then let's see. Yes, kitty. Yep, cap locks. Meow, meow, meow. I know, you're adorable. Alright, so let's do this. Place order. One set of that. It shouldn't take long, so it's going to take a minute and 15 seconds to get this going. And then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about for that. So that's building watchtowers at different intervals along the map is very significant, because if any enemy comes within range of it, it will light up. And that's a good way for you to tell, hey, there's somebody here. Like, I can't tell you in the beginning of this map here how many times I was getting shot up in this area trying to transfer supplies between the towns. They were just hitting this area hard. It was a real pain in the ass at times. So that's definitely a very important thing as well. Next, of course, we have just basic sandbags. Helps you to, I think it was C and then X to get down. Helps to give you more cover, so you're a lot more difficult to be shot. Getting behind sandbags will help significantly for your survivability. We have the howitzer. Now, with the howitzer, you need to have binoculars as well as the ammo for it. So with the howitzer, you basically need to build the... What the hell? It's on here, I think it was. You have to build the blueprint, submit it to a town hall, build the blueprint. I should say you build a crate, submit it to the town hall, build the blueprint, and then with 100 building materials, you can slap one on the ground. You hold down the right mouse button to aim the azimuth, which is basically like the angle, essentially, and then scroll the mouse to be able to change the distance as to how far it will fire. Now, if you have a pair of binoculars, we can pick this up now. You can see it pops in a crate of 10. You can hold down which uses the second slot, so your pistol slot. You can hold down the right mouse button. You can see exactly how far it's going to go. Submit to stockpile. Suddenly it's here, and I can build one. So, for instance, I can hold down right mouse, kind of see, about 80 meters away at 275, there is a bunker. I then get in the howitzer, reload, hold my right mouse button until I get 275, scroll to 80, and then fire, and then reload, and then fire, and keep hammering it down like that. It's fairly rapid fire if you can get it going and just kind of shell the area. But let's go ahead and equip this radio here, and I can kind of show you what I mean. So you can see they're scattered all around the map here. None of them are currently lit up, but if there are any enemies in any of these areas, we would be able to see them there. Alright, let's reload my pistol here. So when it comes to shooting guys, you want to make sure that you are actually aiming as much at them as you can. You can hit them just by going like this, but it's a lot harder. Okay, what else am I thinking? So unfortunately I don't have any binoculars. I'd have to again build them if I wanted to show that off. I might as well. I mean, how long has this been going for? 17 minutes? Yeah, I don't want to go beyond 20, so I'm going to limit this to 20. Oh, Thunderfoot. You can see right there, Thunderfoot is lit up. So one enemy is somewhere in here, I'm guessing. Heading towards the road. Place an order for binocs. Yes, please. 50 seconds. Okay, good. Oh, he just went. Another one over there. Let's deposit this in here. So this will take no time at all then. 40 seconds. So there usually is somebody who will be sticking around places like this. Oh, someone's firing at the tower there, I'm guessing. So if it lights up red like this, that means somebody is firing a gun in the area. More than likely that tower is about to disappear. We'll see there shortly. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, they didn't destroy the tower. I'm surprised. Oh, sounds like the vehicle's coming, so I'll be able to hop on there and
Hey.
yo, just 1 second, I'm gonna drop these in here.
It's the boys.
Okay, submit. Grab the binocs.
What the? Why?
Alright, let's go hop in here. Let's get some decent weapon here. Grab a rifle. This is my rifle. This is my gun. Get some ammo for it. Alright, let's roll. And then away we go in front line. So in order to get in the vehicle, you'd hop in the back, or hop towards the back, the side, or the front door, and hit Q. Again, if I wanted to move to a different seat, I could hit Control 1, Control 2, and so on to change seats. You can also load a lot of stuff up in this vehicle. At the very top here, this is the amount of fuel that's remaining in the vehicle. And so on and so forth. That's about pretty much everything I can think of to cover for that. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them, and I will answer as much as I can. Till then, thank you for watching, everyone, and good luck in Foxhole.